Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to WWE News and Rumors. I'm your host, Brandon Hodge. So this video is brought to you guys by SeatGeek. So if you guys are looking for tickets for any event in the entire world, just get them through SeatGeek. Use my last name, code Hodge at checkout, and you get $20 off your tickets. First time orders only though. So if you made an order through SeatGeek, just like make a new account or like a new email with a phone number or something like that. You guys can like make a new order and use code Hodge and get $20 off for any ticket for any event on SeatGeek. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's go and jump into this episode with the first and only news story of the day. This is about none other than WrestleMania 40. So now we know how much money WrestleMania 40 made from their tickets, from the gate it's called. So how much money did the tickets, like this year's tickets were astronomically expensive, which is actually the reason I didn't go to WrestleMania 40 this year, is it was just so astronomically more expensive on tickets than it was in previous years. So basically WrestleMania 40, they made, get this, right here's the number, they made $38 million on just the tickets for the show, just to be there live. They made $38 million. I actually have some previous years written down here to read to you guys. So WrestleMania 40 this year made $38 million. Last year's WrestleMania made only $21 million. And then WrestleMania 38 inside the AT&T Stadium, where they broke the attendance record before, for WrestleMania 32, they only made $15 million. Like, the ticket prices have gotten so much more expensive just in the past 2 years. They've been able to make so much more money. And just so you know, all these stadiums hold around the same number of people. It's not like double the people, but it's more than double the ticket sales. So how do you do that? You raise the ticket prices more than double. So yeah, basically that's how they done it. And then I would say most of the money they made was probably from the floor, because they had platinum seats like $5,000, $10,000 for one ticket. So it's very easy to see how they were able to do this by just by raising the ticket prices. It looks good on paper, but at the same time, fans who've been like very dedicated for years, like myself, don't want to pay that much money to be able to see the show. Like, sure, you can be in the stadium for like, I don't know, a few $100s in the very top, and you're not going to be able to see anything. But to get a seat, you can actually see anything at all. You have to spend at least $1,000 a person, which is just crazy to go to one show for like one night. So yeah, it's just crazy for me. But anyway, that's how they made so much money. But WrestleMania 40 made almost freaking $40 million just off the tickets alone. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's that time. It's the only confirmed news stories I talk to you guys about today. So go and get those juice boxes out. Get those juice boxes ready. Because, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to talk about some juicy rumors. Alright, the first rumor of the day. The first rumor of the day is me about Drew McIntyre. So we have a few about Drew McIntyre here. First off, he's currently injured. It's not that serious, too serious anyway. He has a hyperextended elbow, so he's going to have to rest that for a few weeks. But the main rumor we have to talk about here is Drew McIntyre finally has re-signed with the WWE. So if you don't know, Drew McIntyre's contract was about to come up, and everyone was scared that he wouldn't renew it and he was going to have to leave the WWE, but he actually renewed it last minute. And I don't know if that's all on Drew. I think WWE's kind of doing that, where they're kind of like waiting to the last minute to re-sign people. But apparently Drew McIntyre's brand new contract is a multi-year contract, and he's got a big, and I mean a big bump in pay. We don't know the exact number, but he's probably making a few million more now. He's come up with like this new gimmick, which is just like the new character, whatever you want to call it, just this gritty kind of I injured CM Punk on purpose kind of crazy heel. So Drew McIntyre did very well for himself and has a really, really good contract. And I'm sure he's very happy. All right, the next rumor. The next rumor is about the PG era, if you will. So, what in the heck is the PG era? And this is what this era has been dubbed, really, like in history. When I look back on this era in professional wrestling and WWE specifically, and dubbed this the PG era. Like when the Attitude Era was going on, I don't know. The Attitude Era, of course, is always going to feel like really the best for me. And the thing is, I didn't even grow up in the Attitude Era. A lot of people say the Attitude Era was the best. Where like the people who grew up in the Attitude Era was watching the Attitude Era and just miss it because they lived it. But I didn't even live it. I'm watching it and I'm like, what the heck happened there? That was the entertaining crap right there. I was primarily like a PG era kind of person. Like I got in like 2010 or something like that's when I started watching. So I'm primarily PG era. But a lot of people were saying the PG era is over. That's what this rumor is saying, is the PG era is kind of over. And honestly, it's kind of surprising wrestling ever got a PG rating to begin with. Like it's literally fighting. Shouldn't that be TV-14 automatically? I don't know. I mean, there's like superheroes and stuff that's always been like PG, but when it gets into like crazy stuff in professional wrestling, which WWE hasn't done in a very long time, like blood and very graphic things, like I don't even know. I remember like just something that popped in my mind. I remember like a few years ago when they did like these really weird bad special effects. I think it was when we were doing the Thunderdome thing, and then like Rey Mysterio's eye pop out or something and pretend his eye. How was that not considered the end of the PG era? Like WWE, I don't know what to think. Nonetheless, everyone was then saying the PG era was ended by The Rock, the way The Rock was talking, and we had Cody bleeding, and you had the Paul Heyman promo, and everyone was saying just the PG era is over. Honestly, I don't know. They want to go more towards edgier stuff and everything, but the thing is, they're not trying to just have the PG rating on there so kids can watch. That's not the reason. The reason's for the advertisers. You're just open to so many more advertisers and so much more money if you're not limiting yourself only to adult-only like advertising. Like the PG opens the window to do other advertisers, and a lot of advertisers don't want to work with edgier kind of things. So yeah, basically that's the reason. As long as they still have advertisers to be fine. On Peacock, I believe they have a little more freedom because Peacock, they can pretty much do whatever the heck they want. But as far as it being on like the network television, it has to remain in that PG box that they've put them in. However, that deal is coming up. They're going to be doing like a Netflix kind of thing soon. So that's kind of interesting to see where that's going to go. So the PG era does have the potential to actually end and for them to go back to the TV-14 kind of more edgier things, but still being appropriate enough for like kids to watch it and not too like childish where adults aren't enjoying it. So they got to find that middle ground, and I'm sure they will. But yeah, things are definitely changing. I think it is the end of an era here coming very soon, and we're going to see different things. But that, honestly, that's just my opinion. Is the PG era over? That is just totally subjective. As of right now, wrestling right now and for the immediate future still does have a PG rating. But that PG era of just like childish kind of wrestling kind of thing, like being WWE is for kids. Go watch in the wrestling promotion if you're a grown up. I think that kind of thinking and era is starting to end. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and this is it. This is the final news story, the final rumor, the final thing we talking about inside this episode of WWE News and Rumors. This is about none other than WrestleMania 41. This is about next year's WrestleMania. Where in the heck is this show even going to be at is the question. So I don't really remember a WrestleMania happening where they didn't really know where next year's WrestleMania was going to happen. Like, when they're doing like WrestleMania, like let's say 40, I was expecting a WrestleMania 41 announcement to be made during that. But there's been like a lot of back and forth of where WrestleMania is going to be. And this rumor is saying they're actually undecided right now. They don't know where it's going to be. So like the beginning, like way before WrestleMania, we were saying, oh, it's going to be in Las Vegas. That's what they're doing. They're going to announce at the press conference. They didn't announce it at the press conference. They go into WrestleMania time. The rumors are starting up. It's not going to be in Vegas. It's going to be in Minneapolis, Minnesota, in that new stadium they built a few years ago. Then that announcement never had. And then now we're at the stage back where they're saying Vegas again. And then like one place is saying Vegas, another source is saying Minneapolis. They're fighting back and forth of what's going on. And ultimately, the truth of the matter is, at least it appears, is they don't know. They're kind of, both of those cities have put in a bid to host WrestleMania 41, but they really haven't chose one yet. One thing we do have here is WrestleMania dates is changing. Apparently they're going to be doing WrestleMania 41, next year's WrestleMania, actually in May, instead of like March or April like it normally is. The beginning of May, like the first weekend of May, we're going to seeing WrestleMania. As of right now, from what I've seen, I think we're pushing more towards Las Vegas. I think we can say WrestleMania 41, Las Vegas, like first weekend of May, whenever that is, like May 3rd, May 4th, something like that, will be WrestleMania 41, Las Vegas. You can just imagine how cool the logo is going to look, like the poker chips and everything in there. Las Vegas has got a good theme, and I believe it would be really cool in Allegiant Stadium, and I would definitely be there because I love going out to Vegas. I love going to shows in Allegiant Stadium. But at the same time, Minneapolis is putting in their bid, but they got like so sick of Philadelphia this year. Like Nick Khan, the CEO or whatever of the WWE, has basically said he's no longer doing these early WrestleManias in these cold climates anymore because Philadelphia was just too much. So they're looking at warmer climates or doing WrestleMania later in the year. So as far as this, I think they're so sick of the cold climates, they might just do Vegas for 41, and then you could always do Minneapolis 42. But I don't know, we'll just have to wait and see. Both cities wants it, both cities are fighting over it, and we're just gonna have to wait and see who gets it. And hopefully there's an announcement soon. But as of right now, I would say Las Vegas, May, is when they're doing WrestleMania. So there you guys have, that's actually new for this episode of WWE News Rumors. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts on all these news stories, rumors in the comment section down below. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm your one and only undisputed king of Vlogstyle, Brandon Hodge, and I will see you guys in the next video.